Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here this morning, as it is every year. I've been very fortunate to do this. Over the last several months, when Jeff Boast, my co-speaker and esteemed colleague and friend, have been putting this talk together, we've encountered many of the complexities socially, politically, medically involved with cannabis. And it reminded me of a quote from Niccolo Machiavelli in the 16th century, who said, "There is nothing more difficult to carry out, nor more doubtful of success, nor more dangerous to handle than to initiate a new order of things. For the reformer has enemies and all those who profit by the old order." Hippocrates, the father of medicine, urged physicians. He said the first responsibility of a physician is to prevent disease. If that be impossible, to cure it. If that too be impossible, to relieve pain. When I think of this quote in the context of the A4M and of you ladies and gentlemen in front of me here, you know how dangerous it is to initiate a new order of things, to change, to introduce preventive medicine practices into your own practice, because the medico-industrial complex sometimes is against some of the things we do in terms of prevention, because they do indeed profit by the old order. My friend and colleague Sanjay Gupta is one of those individuals who is unafraid to take on new challenges, to look at facts, and to come up with his own conclusions in terms of innovative aspects in the field of medicine. He's a still practicing neurosurgeon, as I am. He interviewed me once on the human factor for the crazy things I do in terms of triathlon competition. And more significantly, he wasn't afraid to look at cannabis, the medical aspects of it, and the rather positive reports that have been coming on over the years, and do a special CNN special on weed. How many of here may have seen that special? Quite a few, actually. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a clip from this CNN special that kind of introduces to you the subject of medical marijuana, of CBD, cannabidiol, and what I'm going to be talking about in terms of the various aspects of THC, CBD, and the medical therapeutic aspects of this. So that the movie is as follows.
And this might be hard for some of you to watch.
It's okay, baby.
This is their daughter, Charlotte, having a seizure.
We just thought it was just one.
By the time she was 2, though, the seizures had become constant and started to take their toll on their once happy, joyful little girl.
She started to really decline cognitively, and she was slipping away, and she just wasn't keeping up with her twin.
The Figgies finally found an answer. It was awful news. Dravet syndrome. It is severe, intractable epilepsy. The seizures start during the first year of life and are unstoppable. As a last resort, doctors wanted to either prescribe a powerful veterinary drug used on epileptic dogs or put Charlotte in a medically induced coma so her brain and body could rest. For Paige, those were not good options. But maybe, just maybe, marijuana now was.
She'd failed everything. There were no more options for her. Everything had been tried, except cannabis.
Here's how scientists think it might work. Marijuana is made up of 2 ingredients. THC, that's the psychoactive part that makes you high, and CBD, also called cannabidiol. It's the CBD that scientists think modulates electrical and chemical activity to help quiet the excessive activity in the brain that causes seizures.
The work on cannabis and epilepsy was sort of inconclusive. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. They couldn't quite figure it out. And it's only when they really started separating THC from CBD that they